Now, I want you to imagine the Bad Boys theme playing right now. I can't play it because they regularly claim it, but just imagine it in your head. You all know what's going on. You know the song. Let me give you like 2 seconds. Maybe they won't claim that. All right, that's all I can play. This week on Who I Want Arrested, it's a biological man who was going in Disney World bathrooms, women's bathrooms, taking photos of the women, and also, in my opinion, getting off on making these women uncomfortable. Now, as far as I know, this is in Florida, so I don't know what the bathroom laws are there, but a biological man going into the woman's room might already be illegal, given they seem pretty based about stuff. But also, they were taking pictures, which I know is illegal. You can't be taking pictures of people in the bathroom. And we need some brave women who were in that bathroom that day to take action. Leave a like on this video right now if you want this individual arrested. We're going to look at their video. We're going to look at the news coverage of it too. Don't forget your Father's Day gift box or just general coffee brand coffee gift box. There's only a few left. I will not ever restock them on Amazon. It's our blueberry cobbler, our Colombian roast, honey sticks, yogurt covered pretzels, chocolate covered espresso beans, and a K-Cup adapter. Father's Day's next weekend. Or if you just like our product or you just like to pick it up, link will be in the pinned comment down below. Trans influencer filming in the woman's room at Disney World is everything that's wrong with the selfish movement. If you're not perpetually online, perhaps you've never heard of biological male Lily Tino Contino. Lucky you. Unfortunately, if you're a waiter just trying to do your job or a woman at Disney World restroom just trying to do your business, look out. Consider this, you're on creep alert. Since 2022, Contino's 400,000 TikTok followers have witnessed his journey from Herstute man. Oh, I guess I need to increase my vocabulary. To linebacker dressed as 50s pinup gal, all while terrorizing unsuspecting waitstaff for misgendering. Yes, there are curls, Q-pie lips, I don't know what that is, facial feminization surgery, well, it didn't work, also chronicled, and crop tops. But when Contino speaks, the influencer's voice is lower than his regard for the hospitality workers touted in his content. Contino, who claims to be a trans girl on a mission, has even more disturbing and narcissistic social media project lurking in women's bathrooms at Disney theme parks, taking pictures and rating the experience depending on whether or not he was misgendered or complimented on his outfit. I'm going to talk more about why I believe that this is not about acceptance, because I'm going to share the video with you and I'm going to make my case for why this individual is getting a bedroom thrill from making these women uncomfortable. Because it is my belief that's what this is. It's my belief that's what this is. Essentially, did the woman affirm his identity? Tiffin's Restaurant, 2 out of 10, got misgendered right before this pic, so the vibe was off. Bro, maybe all the women in there trying to, have a moment of privacy at their most, vulnerable, don't want some biological man standing next to him. And by the way, peeing standing up. And that's where everything breaks down for me. The fact that this biological man makes a point to pee standing up tells you everything you need to know. They want that woman in the stall next to them to know a man is standing in the stall and peeing. They get off on it. Meanwhile, many of the photos show women in the background, sometimes with emojis over their faces, but not always. One TikTok post starts with an image of Contino in a Minnie Mouse ears and a hair bow meant to be for a 5-year-old. Taking a selfie that shows 3 women in the background, the caption, ranking every woman's bathroom at Disney World. Now, by the way, if you take a picture out in public, there's nothing wrong with that. When you do and you go and you do it in the bathroom, that's a crime. It's a Venn diagram of the worst the internet has to offer. Infantilized Disney adults and performative trans content rolled into one. Got misgendered right before this pic, so the vibe was off. In another video, Contino delivers a preamble about using women's restrooms in Florida as a trans person. 3 minutes later, the influencer gives a blow-by-blow commentary, including excruciatingly unnecessary detail about how he peed standing up. Now, I'm telling you, this is a power move, okay? The reason he is peeing standing up is to make women in the restroom next to him feel uncomfortable and scared. Leave a like on the video if you agree. I agree. In another photo, with women visible in the background, Contino's wearing Minnie Mouse ears decorated with the trans flag and flashing a peace sign. Got complimented on my fit. So there's no line in the stall, reads the caption. Adults should not say fit. They should not say crash out. All right. Another says, had a friend with me, so I felt safe. You're a biological man in a biological woman's bathroom. Every other woman in there doesn't feel safe. The inverted victimhood is this influencer's entire shtick. Contino is the one who is unsafe. You see, while poking others, not for security or freedom, but for content and clicks. It's all one big provocation. When you look at the video, you will see they are literally aroused by this fact. Like Dylan Mulvaney, Contino's online persona is about being trans. It's also trolling, so hyperbolic, that for a while I simply assumed the idea was to paint the trans community in the most loathsome light possible, but it seems that Contino actually is that awful. There's also an OF account. For only $8.99, Contino promises to, quote, show everything with an eggplant emoji in the bio. But I thought you were a woman. More proof that this dude does not belong in the women's bathroom. While the demand for affirmation from complete strangers is bizarre, Contino needs to be affirmed by other women in the loo is dangerous. But the influencer isn't alone in bathroom activism. There are also videos of trans activists having dance parties and sit-ins in ladies' rooms. I mean, these people get off on this. Here's the video, and you can just see how they're literally creaming their jeans over the fact that, look at this.
Made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. No floor.
You could have figured that out. You know, you're a biological male. You're allowed to be trans, fine, but you're supposed to use the men's restroom.
Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to.
As Viva Fry says in chat, by the way, it's overt misogyny and a pathological narcissism. I agree. By the way, he also live streams generally right after me. So make sure you check out his live streams.
To go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped.
Why does he say tinkle? Because he's, you know, again, getting off on it.
Stopped, I guess, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the
You're not a
bathroom.
woman.
And being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me. So I will report back in a minute once I have hopefully tinkled without issue.
3 minutes later.
That went as well as it could have gone. No one gave me any weird looks.
Some, you know, they're in a different world. One of those women's husbands or boyfriends would have handled this. But who can blame them when they've paid $3,000 to bring their family to Disneyland, not wanting to get out, not wanting to get kicked out and arrested, you know?
Definitely no one stopped me.
No one stopped you, so that makes it right.
Which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. Think, oh, is there someone peeing standing up there? But you know what? I peed standing up, and it was fine. And
why? I thought you were a woman. Women don't pee standing up, so why did you do that? This is all a LARP. By the way, in Florida, it is in fact illegal for biological male to use women's restrooms unless there's no other option. So I think Governor Ron DeSantis has seen this video. people in Florida, like a Florida lawyer, like maybe Viva Fry, should issue a complaint because this person filmed themselves in the act of a crime. Multiple acts of multiple crimes. Using the restroom's illegal. Filming in the restroom, probably also. And the fact that they're so proud of themselves for peeing standing up, understand that they are proud of themselves because they made other women feel uncomfortable.
And then I washed my hands and I left. And you know what? On my way out from the women's bathroom, I took a quick picture with someone who recognized me, and it was lovely. So
yeah, it was probably Chris Hansen. Some Florida person should be, the code is 553.865, private access. This section may be cited as the Safety in Private Spaces Act. There you go. Ron DeSantis should press charges. The women should have safe spaces. The bathroom should be safe for women. It's bad enough I got to pee next to this gentleman, okay? But I'm willing to take that sacrifice so that this guy, in my opinion, can't predate on women at their most vulnerable. It's absolutely vile. He belongs in jail.